to Woodstock Regional Artist. I'm your host, Sal Miccio, coming from my home studio in West Hurley, New York, along with David Lax, our producer engineer at the controls at Studio A in Saugerties, New York. And from the comfort of his home in East Kingston, we have singer-songwriter and musician, Pete Santora. Good evening, Pete. How you doing tonight?
How you doing, Sal? Welcome to Pete's Place.
Pete's Place.
2-0.
Yeah, we're repeating it.
It all happens here. I'm so glad to be with you, Sal and David, and all of your fans, your many fans.
Well, thanks for being on. We appreciate it. Let's find out a little about you. Right now, I know with the pandemic, not much music is being had, but I believe you've been around playing some music, haven't you?
Yeah, right now I'm doing a little pandemic duo with the COVID brothers. That's me and my friend Graham Dawson. We just get together and we do some Not Like the Record Beatles and my original music. And of course, over the years, I've played with a lot of the cats up here. Love it up here. So many great talents in this area.
So listen, you had some CZs out. One was called Webster.
HVTV was the Hudson Valley Television. And I used to do shows every week in Woodstock at the public access.
So you have a CD here. It's called You Were a Friend to Me. What kind of music are you playing on that CD?
Well, it's all original stuff, Sal, that I've written with a few friends on that particular album where that's Professor Louie and Gary Burke and John Platania. Larry Packer. And on Webster's I had Randy Shalante and Jimmy Weeder help me out a little bit with my friend Tom Cosgrove, but Webster's was originally designed as there wasn't really a band. It was people contacting a central place and putting all their stuff in. So they came in over the web and there was no band, but there was Webster's.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, and You Were a Friend to Me I believe is a 5-song EP because there's repeats that had a few more things on it. And got to buy I Buy U.S. Goods, folks, you know what I mean? I had Benny Harrison and my cousin Lisa Laurie Brigantino and Tommy Miliota helping me out on that one. And that's a Buy American Products.
How long ago did that come out?
That's a while. That's a while. I'm a little ahead of my time for some reason. So Webster's was 98. And I Buy U.S. Goods was like 84 or 5, I believe, when we initially shopped it to the companies and everything and had some deals.
Right.
But it seems to be a lot more current now.
Do you have anything new that you're working on now?
Yeah. Over the COVID spring and summer, I managed to do a little album of Beatles NLRs, I like to call them. So I got a full album of Not Like the Record Beatles. And then I have an original album that's ready to come out. As a matter of fact, we're going to cut a single to it first and then compile all the tracks that I've recorded already onto another album. So that'll be called Repeater.
So listen, I think we're going to go into your first video now. We'll play the video and we'll talk about it on the other side. The name of this one is called I Love This Country and Country Music.
The time has come to leave now. I hear the music calling me. I'm gonna take my guitar and the money I saved and my grandpa's GMC. I'm off to seek my fortune in Nashville, Tennessee. 'Cause I love this country and country music. You know I love this country and country music. The highway winds like a river through the valleys and the rolling hills in the distance. The small town diners and the roadside bars and an endless stream of trucks and cars. Everybody's heading somewhere, but I know where I wanna be. 'Cause I love this country and country music. I try to sell my songs, but I know I'm gonna keep on trying, and someday you're gonna hear from me, 'cause I love this country and country music. You know I love this country and country music. And when I see all the people working hard for a living, and I drive past the farms and fields, I realize how lucky I am to know how freedom feels. Just common folks with common values, and that's alright with me, 'cause I love this country and country music. You know I love this country and country music. You know I love this country and country music. I love to hear the fiddle playing with the pedal steel and the guitar picking when the band begins to play. You know I feel it in my heart and I see it in the faces just to see it right here today, that they love this country and country music. You know we love this country and country music. You know we love this country and country music. You know we love this country and country music. We love this country and country music. We love this country and
Pete, that was really sweet. Tell me, how did country music come about?
It got all the way up to Pete Santora writing "I Love This Country" and country music, which initially was set up as a commercial for GMC, and it's really a beautiful song, and we're proud to be Americans, and we love this country and country music.
So, Pete, you are a former cast member of the Broadway National and London companies of the Beatlemania. Tell us about that.
Yeah, it was fun, so.
Yeah.
I got to portray George Harrison in all those companies.
Mm-hmm.
We traveled around the world. It was a wonderful time. I had good friends that were in that show, and I've gone on to play lots and lots of tribute bands over the years. Because when I put my wig on, I look just like him if you were across the street. But I play all this stuff, and it's really fun. We still do a few things these days with my buddy Tom Rader, Faith.
How long did you do Beatlemania?
Well, I was in the original lineup when it went out. There was quite a few of us that managed to go for. It was just after I got back from Godspell in '76. I hooked up with them in '77. I had a friend who got the Lennon part. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, I've been friends with Mitch Weissman, who was the Paul, and great guy, and over the years. And I've been going through all my newspapers and past clippings, and I found all these things from the '70s where they were saying, "Oh no, not somebody trying to imitate the Beatles."
Have you ever met any of the Beatles in person?
I actually encountered each one of them in very short kind of circumstances. I used to see John in New York quite a few times, and I actually spoke to him shortly a couple of times, and we had mutual friends in Elfin's Memory and a wonderful friend May Pang. And Paul, I was in Wembley doing Beatles in London, and we had one of these sound guys. He's actually the drum roadie. He had an offer to go with Wings, so I told him, get out of the Beatlemania thing and go with Wings. You know what I mean?
True.
So they invited me and us to the sound check at Wembley, which was really nice. I got a chance to say hello to Paul. I'm saying, and then Ringo, we met at one of the. I have a lot of friends who are very good friends with Richie, and he signed. I think it was one of those Ringo Rama. I went in the store and Mark Hudson was there, and we were talking to this and that. We were friends over the years, and so he signed my thing. So that was nice. Thank you, Richie, because I I promise I won't try to ask you for an autograph next time.
That's
And George, I met at San Francisco in 1967 in Golden Gate Park. What a guy he was.
Yeah.
He's just a wonderful spirit.
We're going to go to the next video. This is a nice video. Let's look at it and talk about it on the other side. This is called Coming Back Home. Nice tune there, number 2. It's sort of like a fruitless love song.
But yeah, it was at the Italian festival, and it's a wonderful little song.
You performed in the award-winning musical Godspell in their national bus and truck and European companies. Tell us something about that, please.
The European was Italy, Sal.
Yeah.
Italia.
Okay.
We toured Umbria, and we had a wonderful time there. Assisi and Todi and Narni and all that stuff. And Italy is just a wonderful, wonderful place. And I joined in 1973 for the bus and truck. I had some friends working in the show. It was out on the road, and they needed a guitar player thing came up. One of my friends couldn't continue with the tour, so I auditioned. They sent me down. I had 2 days to get to Shreveport and get on the bus. But I stayed with Godspell for about 4 years. We did nationals and bus and trucks and across the country, and we hit like 44 states and all that stuff. So
Yeah, nice.
got to go to Hawaii and all that stuff. So I was glad. And Godspell is a wonderful, wonderful musical.
It is. It is.
It really has a lot of heart and soul. And the talents that I ran across, the wonderful people that are in my life from that forever.
You've been in a few films here, Prizzy's Honor, Godfather 3, Goodfellas, and in some Law and Orders also. I guess that's one of the reasons I couldn't get those parts. You got it before me.
Yeah, I was lucky to sneak in some of that stuff. Sounds mobby, doesn't it?
It does.
Well, I had a wonderful time. I guess I'm a natural born ham, and I loved working with those guys. You know, Prince's with Jack was one of the great guy.
Uh-huh.
And John Huston before he passed away. That, I was really privileged to do that. And Godfather 3 had only a small part in that, but I got to work with Francis Coppola, and then of course Goodfellas, which I was Marty Scorsese gave me a nice little cameo in the courtroom scene, and I was Ray Liotta's double for some shots, and I drove the car. Was getting chased and all this stuff, but it was just wonderful it's so wonderful to hang around film.
So now I think it's time for us to look at another video. Video number 3 here is called Send Her Home. Let's look at it and talk about it on the other side.
Well, if you see my long lost baby, send her home. Home. Damn. Well, if you ever cross that trail, tell them I love you, never fail. Send her home. Yeah. Well, on the day that she left, I almost died. I can't tell you I guess I never be the same. I'm just another victim of a game. Send her home. Without her here at home, I get so lonesome. But I just can't let go. Even when I know deep in I'm running round, now she put me down, yeah. Oh no, oh boy. Well, let's see my long lost baby, send her home. Take me to love, she's gone, send her home. If you ever cross the trail, tell my love and never fail. Send her home. Oh yeah, send her home. Well, without her here at home, I get so lonesome. But I just can't let go. Even when I know she's been out running round, now she put me down, yeah. Oh my, oh yeah. I'm just saying, if you see my long lost baby, send her home. It's been so long since she's been down. If you ever cross the trail, tell my love will never fail. Send her home, yeah. Send her home. Send her home.
I like that. It's kind of upbeat.
Being a songwriter for many years, and I think songs are probably, to me personally, are the greatest things of all. I mean, only film, I think, really gets the place of songs. So I've tried to write songs all my life, and I love good songs and good production. It's just everything. I play, guitar and piano and bass and all that stuff to accompany myself, really, because I'm a singer at heart, and I love songs. So, it's the kind of thing where Send Her Home, I figured, let's jazz one up for him. We'll play some blues. This way they say, Pete, come on, rock out for me. And I say, okay, this is Send Her Home, which I got from, I was a union carpenter for many years. Guy was on the ladder above me, and I had to pass him up a board for him to nail in. So he said, as he started hammering, Send her home, which means drive that nail in there. You know what I'm saying? And so I said to myself, send her home. Let's see if we can get, on the break, we'll write a song for that one. And so, nice. It's a nice little thing. Working on the Casio computer keyboard is a very interesting thing because it enables me to have sort of a background band going. Right. Because of the miserable COVID summer we're suffering through.
Here we go with that.
And it's great. I can play my original tunes, set them all up.
You've played in some productions of The Mousetrap, Frankie and Johnny, Claire de Lune, and 42nd Street.
Those were all regional stuff, Sal, that I was, in my acting, heyday there. I tried to get up here into the Hudson Valley and do some stuff. So I worked with Passion Place Theater down at Poughkeepsie. Yeah. Frankie and Johnny and the Claire de Lune, which was great. We did that up at Bard. Oh, 42nd Street. That's Coach House here in Kingston. Okay. Yeah, Coach House. I got to play the producer, which was such a great role. I've been blessed, believe me, Sal. The people I've had in my life, forget it. I really hit the jackpot on friends and associates, wonderful talents.
Okay, I think at this point in time, we'd like to listen to another video or watch another video.
More, Pete.
This one is live at Bearsville, and it's called You Are a Friend to Me. And this is a title song from the CD. You Were a Friend to Me. Here we go.
You were a friend to me. You were a friend to me. At times when I needed someone to be, you were a friend to me. There for me. You were there for me. At times when the others, they would not be. You were a friend to me. There's so much in this life for me to realize. You showed me that. You opened up my eyes. And what matters most now is not a race with time, but that a true friend is so hard to find. But you were a friend to me. You were a friend to me. It's something to treasure and so much to be. You were a friend to me. There's so much in this life for me to realize. Oh yeah, you showed me that. You opened up my eyes. And what matters most now is not a race with time, but that a true friend is so hard to find. You were a friend to me. me. Oh, yeah, yeah. You were a friend to me. Oh, yeah, yeah. You were a friend to me.
So again, that was live at Bearsville.
You Were a Friend to Me is about the best things, the best friends you can have, and the best things you can have, right next to your family, of course, and the people you truly love. Your friends are hard to find.
Real
The
friends
lasting friends
True.
are a little tricky to find. So that's what that was about. But that we all learn on that trip to find friends we find within ourselves, the friendship that we need for others.
You belong to a number of organizations here. There's some acronyms. SAG.
Or, yeah, Screen Actors is SAG-AFTRA because they merged now. That's all your television and film and television stuff. And AFM is the Musicians Union. When they sent me down to Shreveport, the thing I had to do before I left New York, I'm from the Bronx. Okay, so that's my thing. Proud to be from the Bronx. I had to join the union so that I could fly down to Shreveport and join Godspeed.
Right.
But, and UBC is the Carpenters. In order to make money as a songwriter, you have to do something else. So I was a carpenter for years and years.
Your website is called PeteSantora.com. You have a Facebook page. Where else can people see your videos, hear your music, Pete?
Well, I hope that they do and that they enjoy our music. We have it at PeteSantora.com as my main thing. And then we're on Reverb, all under Pete Santora on YouTube and Facebook. Right. And HV Music, we've been with them for years and years locally. Got to support our local artists.
You have a tip jar? You like to mention?
I actually have a tip jar, but mine is called paypal.me/Pete Santora.
It's been a great evening with you, Pete. We've heard some great stories, and really want to thank you for doing that with us, and hope to see you live out there very soon. Folks, that's our show for this evening.
Thank you.
Tune in next Tuesday. We'll have another guest. And until then, please be safe out there and support your local musicians any way you can. Thank you, and good night.